into. We're not plugged into the intro.
You are now tuned in to the Distilled Nightlife Podcast.
1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. Start a little trouble, we kick 'em out the door. 5 shot, 6 shot, 7 shot, 8. Everybody feeling great, and it's getting kinda late. These are tales from the bar, tales from the bar, tales from the bar, tales from the bar. 9 shot, 10 shot, 11 too far. Now it's last call, everybody out, y'all.
We reserve the right to refuse service to anybody at any time for any reason, so long as it's not discrimination.
All right, Baby Phil.
Let's do our intro before we get into me complaining about Baby Phil.
What do you have?
We just did our intro, you idiot.
Don't worry. Don't
Oh my
worry.
God.
You're going to do your sponsors thing. And
Jesus
then
Christ. We're back. This is Distilled Nightlife episode 5. I am Mitch.
Diggs.
Phil.
That was great, Mitch.
Thank you.
you
No,
said
that was
words
fucking
so
great.
proud of you.
I'm just mad because you want to bitch about Baby Phil. Go on.
No. All right. We going right to it?
Go on.
Go for it.
Why does Baby Phil have a fucking receding hairline?
Just be
I'm
happy
waiting.
Be happy you have a beard.
So unlike you, I can grow one.
I can grow one too.
He took my beard away initially.
But I brought it back. I brought it back with the mustache.
Thank you.
We got Baby Austin up there. You know, the face you can't see on the podcast. The sexy voiceover.
We got to put that on a button.
You are the
I've been
button.
saying-
Yeah.
You have been saying that.
I'm so happy you don't have a button to press anymore.
Probably bribe Boston to press the brass button.
The brass, but
Which
Blue
one's
one?
that
Yeah.
one?
Oh, welcome. Like Mike Mitch said, episode 5. Today we're talking odd bars.
And we're on time.
We were
We were actually early sitting here for
we were
10
sitting here,
minutes.
yeah, for 10 minutes going, what do we do now?
This is weird. Usually we're running up here 10 minutes before, like, oh shit, we got to go.
No one's going to believe that we're running.
No, but they will soon when we start recording again or going live from like TikTok, like half an hour before the show, just with the random shit.
We could.
We're doing that?
We could, yeah.
I literally just said we should film
I
us
know.
before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might as
that's
well.
great.
Or for Patreon, as we mentioned before.
Ooh, for OnlyFans, if we, what?
Nobody wants to see you on OnlyFans.
You're right.
We couldn't even work out the bouncer calendar.
Yeah. That was a discussion for what, 6 years? You can't get me in anymore because I retired.
I know. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure I took you off the list.
Is DJ still on the list?
DJ might still be on the list, but he's worked it this year, so he belongs on the list.
As Phil scrolls his phone, this episode, as always, is sponsored by the Asylum Radio Network. Move your fucking water. The AsylumRadioNetwork.com, Live 365 apps. Get your music where you can stream it, listen to them live, and a brand new sponsor as well. For this show, Mystic Haunts. They are based out of Ohio. They are doing rundown buildings and going in and all the spirits, and you get to take tours with them. Their website's gonna go back up soon because I'm working on it. It'll be up by the end of the week. Their next event is May 31st at the Indiana State Sanatorium. Lisa is a great host for all your ghostly adventures, so check them out.
Who?
Are you still searching for something?
We'd have to replace 3 people.
Who?
We have Malcolm. Oh, sorry. We have Russell, Malcolm, Mark. If we take you out, you and then Joe for 5, so 5 people. Leaving DJ because he worked
Ish.
last week.
He worked the night. No, he didn't work the night that
Was
we
it the
all
last week or the week before? But he's worked
It was
recently.
one night that he worked, yeah.
So I hear you guys have a glow night coming up.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
anything about it. Don't look at me.
My wife discovered it.
I'm
on-
out. If we're gonna do this, I need a beverage.
Okay.
It's beverage time already.
It is always beverage time.
Drink of the show.
drink of the show. Tonight we have the Rejuvenator. It is made with red Gatorade, mango vodka, and Red Bull.
Now, last time we did the slap shot, right? It's
Oh,
this but
Christ, here we
blue.
go.
Yeah, don't Christ, here we go. It's this but blue, but that's the Main Street version. The Rejuvenator is the T-Bones. It's the OG. It's the original. And Mainstream went, wow, that's a great idea. Let's copy it and make it worse. So now we have this one, which is delicious. And was ordered regularly, and if you were drunk enough, we could give you just the Gatorade, and you wouldn't know any different.
Yeah, I wonder which one's still open.
That's not fair.
Valid point, Mitch.
That's not fair because one of them had 3 restaurants with it, and one of them was just Main Street.
But which one is still open?
It's not fair.
And how did they copy it when it's different ingredients?
It's because Main Street has Powerade, boo, and T-Bone said Gatorade. Yay! Everybody had Red Bull.
What is it? Mango vodka?
Yeah.
In that one? In this one?
Mango vodka.
You can actually
Not mango vodka in the slap shot.
What is it? Citrus?
Still not mango.
Close enough. So I was
No, it's not. It's not the same.
So, all right, will you shut your mouth?
No, I will not. I'm gonna
I will put you in a home.
please.
I messaged my friend McKenna, who was the bartender at
You don't have
T-Bone, or a
friends.
bartender at T-Bone's, to get the specific what goes in this. And I was like, she said Pinnacle Mango. And all right, cool. You give me a brand and a flavor. Easy. No. No. I could find 3 different types of Pinnacle. None of them were good. And I said that to her, and she goes, honestly, you could use whatever. She goes, one of the bartenders used to use berry. I was like, I'm not doing that. But I did get a mango. I'm drinking. Yeah, it's already watered down.
At least we have ice this week.
Oh, yeah, so it's already better. Cheers.
And Emily made it. No offense, Austin.
She knew how to do it.
That first sip was ice.
Nope. I give it to the slap shot.
I think we let it get too watered down.
You give it to the slap shot too, don't you?
No, I would give it to this all day, every day. They do not like the slap shot.
Because it's 2 separate drinks. If it was the same, you would love the slap shot.
That's not how that works.
If it's the same drink and they stole it, you would still love it.
Do you like Coke?
Yes,
Do you like Pepsi?
on occasion.
They're the same but different. So it's not on occasion. You either like it or you don't.
No, it's on occasion. Go eat a fucking Twinkie.
You're the kind of guy that buys Dasani water because it tastes better.
It's purified. That's gross.
It's purified wastewater. That's fucking
is.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Very gross.
Dasani is hands down the worst fucking bottled water. I said bottled.
How much did she put in this? Because I'm not
She didn't really measure.
my girl.
With feeling.
She went. Eh.
I would give it to the slap shot only because I'm not a big mango fan.
You can do it with anything.
I understand, but you did it with mango.
Yeah.
I'm not a big mango fan.
I like this better. I knew I was going to like this better. Something about the slap shot I don't like. I don't know if it's the Powerade.
Is it blue like your adios motherfucker? Is that why?
I just vomit real quick.
If anyone's vomiting, it's Austin with the duck fart.
I told you. At one point, it started to taste like chocolate milk. So,
That was one time.
hey, and it was curdling.
And that's when it tasted the best.
That's right.
Oh.
So what's going on in Main Street? Since I've retired, I don't know. I'm not in the loop anymore.
Yep.
So I'm out of all the chats. Thank God.
You're welcome.
I mean, last week we had 2 separate incidents. Was it Saturday?
No,
No fights, just incidents.
I think it was Friday.
Was it? I don't remember.
It was Hoxie. I'll use his name. End of the night, fighting with a friend of his.
Yeah, and right before that, it was the other 2 fucking screaming at each other, and I couldn't get anyone's attention.
Yeah.
I don't want to say
Fucking
name.
We won't say his name, but to let you know who it was, we banned him for a while because the police said so.
fair enough.
Yeah, the little one.
Yep.
And then some other guy who was just there for the first time.
Yeah, and he was fine all night long, and then something transpired.
At
and
12:30. Why do you wait until
Yeah.
the end of the night?
in a weird happenstance, Phil had actually moved and was standing near the bathroom, so I couldn't see him.
Yeah.
I couldn't get Chris.
How can you not see him?
Because they were
The size of
people
a
in the
Mack
way.
truck.
I couldn't see Chris because he was bartending, and Nick
That's still wild to me that he's
and,
bartending.
and Nick was downstairs, so I literally couldn't get anyone's attention. So all I could do was stand between them and try to keep them separated. And then everybody saw it all at once. So like you came through the crowd, Chris ran around the bar, And then they both went. Well,
I didn't even make it all the way through the crowd. I made it halfway and saw
yeah,
somebody walking somebody out, and then I was like, all right, well, where
yeah.
did
Chris
Mitch go?
Chris walked one out, and I chased the other one down the stairs.
And then I got over there, and I'm like, well, Mitch is gone. And someone's like, yeah, I think you said he was going to fight him, and the bouncer just said okay and went outside. I'm like, that doesn't sound like Mitch. That sounds like
I mean,
Joe.
I probably would say
yeah.
okay, but I would stop at the door. I wouldn't chase him outside.
Right.
That's a Joe move.
Yeah, no, not a whole lot of interesting, which is nice.
But sad.
Yeah, but I guess on the flip side, we're running a bunch of gimmicks
I
this
heard
summer. So the glow party is Saturday.
this Saturday.
This Saturday. I'll be there with my light up shoes because Ashley wants to go. So I'd be there.
For us adults, what
I don't. It's
what is a glow party?
I don't know.
Call me an adult.
Glow sticks.
In this one instance,
I don't know.
Thank you.
I made hot dog mac and cheese for dinner, baked hot dog mac and cheese for dinner, like an adult. And Diggs has a problem with hot dogs. I don't
And
understand.
apparently, you have problems with raisins and pasta salad.
Raisins. Oh, I am not that white.
Still trying to figure out who the hell puts raisins in pasta
Right,
salad.
exactly.
I am white. I am not raisins in pasta salad or potato salad white.
I've literally never heard of that.
Well-
If my wife is watching, she's gonna put raisins in there just for you.
Your wife.
She's gonna
If
replace.
Jen is watching, say something because I've met you twice. I'm starting to think you're a paid actor.
She's gonna replace the pasta with raisins. It's just gonna be raisin salad.
Can we mash them down and turn them into wine?
No,
Prune juice.
You would
Prune
like that
juice?
too much.
Is that what? No, prunes are.
Prunes are different.
Oh,
Yeah, no
I
prunes.
don't know. You haven't changed your face. You're really making me doubt.
Prunes are dried plums.
Ah,
Anyways,
Did you also not know that?
I don't-
Or am I
I
alone
did.
in this?
No, I did. I thought
prunes are also the
It's been a while.
primary base for Dr Pepper's 23 flavors, which is why it makes you shit.
Dr. Pepper doesn't make me shit.
Well, most people it does. If you have a normal, regular
Huh.
body system.
Interesting. Tammy
Um,
says, "Ew,
Are you calling me special?
you are special. We know that."
Is there going to be sand in the potato salad?
What?
You got sand in the potato salad. I know you're both old enough to know what Rocket Power is.
Yeah,
No,
I haven't. What? I was a kid.
It
never
was like
watched
episode 2 or 3 of the series.
Fucking remember, I was a kid. Hey,
because he just watched it yesterday.
Hi,
Oh,
Mark.
I just remember this.
So you're doing a glow party Saturday.
Yeah, don't ask me for any more specific. I saw the flyer.
So I think what Phil was getting to
Yeah.
ask is, what are your light up shoes?
Oh no, I love the white
Phil,
light
see
up
my
shoes.
light up
Oh, yes.
We're trying to get Lisa to get them for all the bouncers. They're just a shoe that lights
the
up.
whole,
The whole
sole
thing?
lights up, and you
The
can
whole-
pick static colors or they flash through all of them.
It's the
That's epic.
it's the side of the sole.
Yeah, but it's the whole sole all the way around.
Yeah.
They're rechargeable, so you can charge them up. And
Hell yeah. I'd come back with those.
I don't remember what else. I know there's gonna be a toga party. I think she said that's in June. They're gonna be doing Christmas in July. There's a couple other things I just
I
don't
think
know.
Emily said Hawaiian night or something.
We're just
there's-
doing a toga
yeah.
party to get Alex in a toga.
Yeah, but she did say something about a luau, so there's gonna be some kind of luau theme one time.
I hope it's on Spam Day. Spam Day's a Hawaiian holiday.
It is.
Is it really?
Uh-huh. Spam, which originated in the continental United States.
You want to say
spread-
that for your film 5?
No. Spam, which originated in the United States, spread during World War II and became a big deal in Hawaii, which kind of makes sense when you think about, the military bases. I don't know. I assume there's more than one, but there's definitely Pearl Harbor. And then spread to the rest of the world, where U.S. soldiers would trade the spam that they got for real meat and other, edible things because they couldn't eat spam anymore. That's
Huh.
why it's spread out of the U.S. because of the war.
Did not know that.
The more you know. Now, if you put Reese's with that, I'll call you Adam Sandler. Spam and Reese's.
50 First Dates.
Thank you. Thank you.
I understand.
At least somebody
I was-
has
I was
culture.
laughing at Alana's comment. I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck puts raisins in potato salad.
White people,
Bro,
apparently.
I have a fucking sour cream skin complexion. I don't put raisins in
Look,
pasta salad.
I am white, but might get invited to the cookout white. All right. I'm not putting raisins in potato salad. Bringing baked mac and cheese with hot dogs.
I'm gonna throw every hot dog at you.
I'm gonna bring his
It's a waste of hot dogs. You'll have to fight Emily.
You're gonna catch them in your mouth anyway.
No. Can't say where I'll catch them. We're going live.
I hate you.
That's on the Patreon.
Um,
No, that's the OnlyFans.
while we're talking about food, do you guys know that buttered popcorn is basically a breakfast food?
Any food's a breakfast food.
No, buttered popcorn specifically is a breakfast food.
Says who?
Facts.
What facts?
It's cereal is a breakfast food, right?
I guess.
Milk and cereal is a breakfast food, and most cereals are made out of corn. And then you add milk, which is dairy, and then you have buttered popcorn, which is corn with butter, and butter is a dairy. You put the two of them together, it's a breakfast food.
I can't wait to make that into a baby Phil.
Good.
This is the most you've stretched in years.
That is not true.
Hey,
So Phil and 5.
here we are.
Already back.
Yeah, we're here.
Phil.
You know, a lot of our merchandise, and by that I mean a hat, and then we've got the pictures and the stickers. It's
There's
all
some
me.
t-shirts left too.
It's all me. I think I want a bigger cut.
Bigger cut of what? A bigger shirt to fit your fat ass?
Yes. I want to pick her up. This is part of my Phil and 5.
What, your cat?
Yeah, 100%.
I hope she bites you.
All right, we can do this right now.
Go.
This is Kiwi. She's finally warming up to people. I hope she jumps on you. Not in pain, like it would bring me joy to see her connect with another.
That hair is gonna land right in your drink.
Yeah. All right. So Phil and 5. I was gonna complain about relationships and why certain of the many of the genders can't just pick dinner. They have to say, I don't care, whatever you want. And then you list off a bunch of things. And then they say, no, I don't want that. Just pick something. I don't know why it's difficult. And then you're like, I did. I was going to complain about that. And then I had to go to work today and it rained. And I sat in an hour and 40 minutes of traffic to go 30 minutes up the highway. And I got mad because there wasn't any construction. There wasn't an accident. There was rain and people driving too slow with their hazards on. I fucking hate those people. All right. If there's some form of inclement weather, and I might have already done this spiel in the 5 episodes that we've been doing this. I don't
think
care.
so.
If there's any sort of inclement weather that requires you to hit your hazards and go slower than the posted speed limit, I get, if the speed limit's 55 and it's raining or snowing and you want to go like 45, 50, like I can look past that a little bit. Move the fuck over though. Don't be in the zoom lane. Don't be in the I'm not stopping if I see pretty lights lane, right? Just move over and let everybody else continue to drive. All right. I have places to be and I don't need to sit behind you with your hazards on going 5 miles an hour on the rain because it's raining. Turn your wipers on. My wipers don't work. Get off the road. Your wipers don't work. Well, my tires are bald. Get new ones. I can't afford it. Get off of the road. Because I can't afford to be behind you doing that. I'm going to hit you and then keep going because no one's going to know what happened with you going that slow. I'm going to send you off into the trees and I'm gone and I hate you. Get out of my way. Move. And anyone from Rhode Island?
We're back to Rhode Island now.
Don't come back. Don't come to Massachusetts. I don't want to see the Rhode Island plate. Right? You are the worst drivers on the road. You cut people off. You slam in your brakes. You cause accidents. And then you sit there and go, Rhode Island's better than Mass. No, it's not. Look at 95. When you cross into Rhode Island, you got nice and smooth pavement. And then it's welcome to Rhode Island. You enter a war zone. And I hate them. I hate them. Oh, and anybody driving a Tesla can die. You ever seen Tesla drivers? They're either slow and cautious, old, or they drive like assholes. And then
Virgins.
Yeah, my new favorite thing about Teslas is now that everyone's like, I hate Elon Musk. I'm not getting political, but everyone wants to hate him. But you bought his car, and now they sell stickers that are like non-Elon supporter Tesla or something. Like they do whatever they can to save themselves from their own people trashing their car, and it brings me joy. Just a little bit of joy. That's all I got. I don't know, Kiwi and then the rain. It really.
What's your feelings on a Tesla truck?
The only way I would get a Cybertruck is if it was olive green with a 50 cal minigun in the bed.
Because it looks like a warthog.
Because it looks like a warthog. That is the only reason. And when he revealed it and he was like, "Oh, it's going to come with this ramp," I was like, that's kind of cool, because I would use my truck. I mean, I still use my truck for a lot of small things, and to be able to wheel something up a ramp would be pretty convenient. And then the top, the how the bed like slides closed, like it could be cool in some applications if
It wasn't a Tesla.
it wasn't. It's not even so much that it's a Tesla. The rest of it I just hate. There's no love for the Cybertruck. It has a couple cool features. Great. It's the electric, and there's no good way to do it, and I'm not paying for the electric bill. Not happening. It looks janky, and then everybody that got one, it was like they were falling apart, or pieces were separating, or if you take it to a car wash, it shuts off and turns into a brick.
Mine's the $120,000 price tag. It looks like a kindergartner drew it.
Yeah, that too. I'm sure there's a reason. Don't know what it is, but I'm sure there's probably a reason. But again, I like that the back slide's closed, and then you can seal off your bed. I'm not buying one. I can buy a tonneau cover that does the same thing. And if I really want a ramp, I'll
Get a
get
ramp.
I'm not paying $120,000 for a car that I could spend more money to get a ramp for. I can just buy a POS Chevy and do it myself. It's also bulletproof for those urban environments. Unless you hit the door really hard with a hammer to show that it doesn't go through, and then you break the glass.
Well, did you see the one that the guy tried to blow up in Vegas, and they had to call Elon to unlock it so they could put the fire out because it didn't work?
Yeah. I'm just not a big college paid off with that one. I don't know what I said.
He's talking about your buttered popcorn moment.
Don't hate.
I wasn't. I was just telling you what
It's
it was.
a fact.
Okay.
Ingredients are the same.
This is your time to shine. Figure it out.
I don't need a time to shine right now.
He's shiny enough with his sweaty ass.
100%. It is warm up here.
Phil and Five's been over for about a minute now.
Then why?
I love it off. Someday we'll get a countdown clock. Maybe.
I need a wrap it up box.
I was gonna say that's what the thumb up was for.
Is that what that was?
You're good. You're good.
I thought you were telling me to look at the screen.
How's your Bronco?
It's
Still in pieces?
It's
It's a Bronco. Kind of.
Dead.
The body's all there.
I'd love that for you.
The body is all there. I've got all the pieces.
Oy.
They're in pieces, but I got all the pieces. I need to find a shop that can machine the motor. That's the only thing holding me up. Once I get the motor dropped off somewhere, then I can start putting it back together.
Woo.
Gotcha.
So,
well, now that Phil in 6 is done,
All right.
I'm going to keep going up with you. Phil in 10, Phil in 15. Just a Phil show.
it's what it was when it started.
Just change it to like fill me in or something like that.
Filling me up.
Start calling you Buttercup.
You already do.
Why do? That's build me up. Damn. Played myself.
May 24th, Cage Titan 71 back in Memorial Hall in Plymouth, Massachusetts. CageTitansFC.com. Joe Penafiel, the party, is back from Miami, taking on Andrew Valdina. Joe is currently undefeated with Cage Titan, so excited to see him come back. He's always a wild fighter.
Is he the one that after, like next day, shows up for brunch?
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, he looks familiar.
Yep, he shows up for brunch. He's one of those guys that you want to watch during weigh-ins because he likes to cause trouble. He likes to ruffle some feathers. I kind of associate him with, I'm a big wrestling nerd, like a Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day. I don't know if you know wrestling that much.
Yeah, WWF, I'm very well aware.
WWE, so you're not aware.
Now it's WWE. It used to be WWF, World Wrestling Federation. Then it became World Wrestling Entertainment.
It used to be the WWF.
Ugh, that's too many. Look, my dad had it on the Sega. I had it on the fucking.
It's been
N64,
WWE
and
longer
I
than it was
watched
WWF.
Now, yes.
Yes.
Because the World Wide
Anyway.
Foundation.
Cage Titan 71, May 24th, my wedding anniversary. Yes, I do have a wife, Phil, even though she doesn't watch.
She doesn't watch.
No.
She
So
doesn't?
one of our coworkers, right? One of our coworkers the other day, she was saying, "Oh yeah, my husband's a middle-aged white man. Of course, he has a podcast." And he goes to her, "So what's your favorite episode?" She just looked at him dead face and was like,
They have episodes now.
basically.
Listen, your wife. How's the motorcycle? No comment.
My wife, what?
So all right. So your wife, I've met her twice. I've met your wife twice. She doesn't come to any of the bar functions. She doesn't come to any of the events. You talk about her, but she doesn't watch. She never comments. You don't get phone calls from her while you're around. I don't think she exists.
You want me to call her right now?
Almost.
You want me to dial her in?
Look, when we do the Diggs retirement party segment, then you can call your wife.
Why are we doing a Diggs retirement party?
She gonna come
Mitch
for
has
the,
history. I have fill in 5. You got to get your own thing.
I know.
she gonna come for the ladies episode?
Yes.
Nice.
She has to, or she doesn't exist.
Nope. She's coming to that, and she's coming to the cookout
Nice.
with raisins.
Paid actor.
Well, one, she's an
Sorry.
actress.
Sorry. Yes. Sorry. Actress.
You ever seen Ricky Stadinky?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's John Cena.
Yes.
And yeah.
I feel so attacked. If only she would watch and comment, so I could prove that she's not a paid actress.
So she's not commenting because you haven't paid the actress to comment.
God, I hate you.
That's what's happening right now.
Oh fuck. Anyway, Cage Titans on my wedding anniversary. Memorial Hall, Plymouth, Mass. Also the first ever women's championship match fight
Nice.
with Maldina and Hillary Rose.
Is that because they're adding it? Just haven't had one. Or?
They've never had one.
Okay.
And Hillary, at the last fight, called out Mike and said, "I want to be the first woman
Champion.
Cage Titans champion." And she spoke up, and Mike listened. So now there's a title fight for it.
Nice.
I wish Lisa would listen.
Well, you just get on a chair so she can hear you,
Yeah. Or I got to get a megaphone to reach her all the way down there, but
or get on your knees. But you're broken.
I'm not getting to her level.
It's not a show if we don't make fun of Lisa.
It's been 2 years that she's promised us
Mac and cheese.
mac and cheese, and she hasn't delivered. And
That's a lot of mac and cheese to deliver to now.
I think it should collect interest,
Absolutely.
So instead of her making one mac and cheese,
And she texted me the other day asking what odd bars are.
yeah.
I said,
so
you got to watch the show. But yet, here she is not.
if she doesn't watch it now, she'll watch it tomorrow, and then we'll get a text. It's not.
You guys will get roasted tomorrow night at work.
It's not an episode unless you're making fun of me, and it's like, well, still waiting on my mac and cheese. And at this point, I don't want a second mac and cheese. No. On the same day, I want mac and cheese and banana bread. Fuck yeah. You know what video I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's like
The fucking banana bread
Yeah.
at work.
At work? Hell yeah. My buddy Brett at work sent that to me. So that's like banana bread at work? Hell yeah.
Send it to Lisa. She goes, "Is this your way of asking for banana bread?" And I went, "Hell yeah." Never got banana bread.
We should play that clip next.
She made deviled eggs last weekend.
Oh, that's deadly.
Send me a picture and said she'd save me one because the week before that
That's
we
a
made
fucking
deviled eggs.
lie.
And you know what I didn't have when I got there?
The
Deviled eggs.
shits. You didn't have the shits.
Well, that too, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. What day was that? It's been a weird week for me.
Mitch, you got anything in history today?
Yeah, it's in the drive. I just need Austin to pull it up.
Oh boy,
I did. It's in there. It should be in there.
I know, but he's got to get to the drive
Yeah, it's
first.
true.
is it this one?
No, that's just Google. Well, you can go.
It's just
go through
Googs.
Oh, technical day. We were early. This is why.
there.
You should have been
This
prepared.
is why we had all that free time.
I gotta switch.
Yeah, you got to switch that to. Nope.
Why do you have 6 Google
Something
things?
fucking important.
Mm. Mm.
There it is.
History of we're doing Bacardi.
Yeah, I did
Oh.
Bacardi. It's funny, actually. I mean, I could have done a lot more research, but work didn't want to cooperate this week. So it turns out Bacardi has a massive thing of their own history on their website.
Yes,
Super informative.
very.
History on tap with Mitch.
Oh boy, I got to learn how to deliver these better because I'm not very good at fucking speaking and delivery. Um,
At least you're speaking.
yeah, we're
Yeah,
working
no,
on
we'll
it.
get as long as we get you speaking.
It's progress, right? We're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided to do Bacardi. I just picked a random one. Didn't want to do Jack because you covered that last season in one random episode, and your tirade after you get back from Tennessee.
It's because I was all fresh in my head.
I know. I'm well aware. Yeah. So Bacardi was founded on February 4th, 1862, by Don Facundo Bacardi Maso in Santiago de Cuba. Which I thought was interesting because I've only known Bacardi as like Bermuda, so I didn't realize it actually started in Cuba. For those random people like me that always wondered why the fuck is there a bat for a logo, his wife actually found a colony of fruit bats inside the distillery, and apparently in Spanish and Cuban Taino Indian culture, fruit bats symbolize good health, family unity, and good fortune, and suggested using the bat as the symbol of Bacardi. And they ran with it. Don Facundo's son, Facundo Bacardi Moreau, planted a coconut palm out in front of the distillery, and it actually ended up gaining its own legend. It was named El Coco. And as long as it stood, the distillery would prosper, and it actually withstood one distillery fire, 5 earthquakes, and countless hurricanes, which is a hell of a tree. 1910, Bacardi was Cuba's first multinational operation, opening facilities up in Spain and New York. Eventually also opening a bottling plant in Mexico, where it was the first place outside of Cuba to bottle Bacardi. When Prohibition came into law, this is my tie-in, the only way I could get to it, came into law in 1920, the facility in New York was actually closed. So Bacardi began a marketing campaign which worked astoundingly well, promoting Cuba as a tropical paradise compared to the dry and stuffy United States. And American citizens actually flocked to Cuba in droves to get their hands on the beverage. Let's see. October 14th, 1960, during the Communist Revolution, all of the operations and assets of the company were seized by the government that was taking power without giving any compensation to the family, because communism fucking sucks. They did manage to relocate their trademarks and yeast strains out of Cuba, and they began producing in Mexico, the U.S., Puerto Rico, Spain, and the Bahamas. And following the seizure of that plant at 98 years old, the tree actually died. So kind of self-fulfilling prophecy. The prophecy of El Coco ended when the distillery went down. In 1965, they moved to their new permanent headquarters in Bermuda, which is where they still are today. In 79, they actually became the #1 selling premium spirit brand in the world, outselling all other brands. And they've been in business for 163 years and counting.
Damn.
So the more you know. I had no idea.
If you weren't superstitious before.
I stopped getting Bacardi when they got rid of
Coco.
151.
We need to make a shirt with El Coco on it.
I just like the name.
Right.
El Coco.
Oy.
Yay.
All right.
Bacardi.
That was me. Yeah.
I hate Bacardi.
Got some Bacardi. That's awesome. I'd love to go to Puerto Rico. One of my places I actually want to check out.
Let's go.
Do you need a passport to go to Puerto Rico?
It's a U.S. territory.
We
so
do
no.
now, but like
You
no.
just need to read out real
Yeah,
ID.
you just need
Yeah,
a
you
real
gotta get
ID.
a real ID.
The deadline was this week.
It's such a scam, dude. When I applied for when I got my last license, I gave them all the information to get a real ID, and I still didn't get a real ID. I don't like it.
Now you must go back
Now I have to do it again.
Why is she yelling no?
because he asked if you need a passport to go to Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Because I know it's a U.S.
Well, that's usually what she
Yeah,
yells to Austin anyway. So,
Or Phil.
well, that's Emily.
She mouthed off to me once because I, was right. We were sitting in the bar and these two people were speaking Portuguese. And I looked at Alana. I went, "What are they saying?" She goes, "You just assume I know what they're saying." And I went, "Yeah. What are they saying?" She goes, "A, fuck you. B, hang on." And she listened because I knew she could understand them. And it seemed heated. And I was here for the tea. I just want to know what was going on.
You are here for all the drama,
All the drama. I don't want to be in it,
but you want to know about it.
but I want to know all about it.
You are the first one to be like, "So what happened?"
100%.
You'll be silent for days. Someone puts in a chat, "Ooh, something happened last night," and there's Phil.
What happened? Yeah. 100%. Emily went to the bar last night and she goes, oh, maybe I'm not going. There's like 2 cruisers and a bike cop out front. And I go, okay, are they just hanging out? No, with their lights on. I'm like, well, you didn't say the lights were on. What happened? And she took too long to answer me. So I texted Lisa.
Dating you's got to be exhausting.
No. I'm a big sleepy boy. I'm ready for a nap. Some people stay strapped. I stay ready for a nap.
You stay napped.
I have some breaking news, possibly for our next excursion out. Phil, you'll be excited. Deep Pond Farms opens on May 31st.
I am excited. May 31st.
What is it?
31st.
Deep Pond. It's in East Taunton.
Yeah.
We went. Austin, Emily, and our friend Megan went. You guys know Megan.
Yeah.
We went last year, and we went last year because Austin kidnapped me one night, took me to the Riv, and this one kid that we had talked to for a second was like, "Oh my, I bartend at this place," and he said where, and I go, "I actually know about that. We're going in a couple weeks." He goes, "Oh, my family owns it," so we went. We hung out. They have animals and fire pit. Is it just one, two?
There was a group of them. There was probably about 4.
We sat at one, and then at one point in time, we looked around, and we were the only 4 people left. They were closing up a little early because, again, there was only 4 of us left, and we got like free soup and.
If it's free, it's for
I think
Phil.
that's
Isn't
at the end of
It was like a cheese broccoli,
It's a broccoli cheddar soup.
But honestly, just let it sit for a little bit, little cool. It's a good dip.
Little curdle.
Is free play open yet?
Free play is open.
Free play.
Austin went, last week, 2 weeks ago?
A couple of weeks ago, yeah.
Nice. That'll be an
Was,
excursion too.
There is a large section of like Japanese and games.
Yeah, it's an
that you
arcade.
play. I've never seen that before. I live in America.
It's an arcade.
Do you go to what Dave and Buster's has those?
Probably.
I've never seen them.
What's the last time you went to an arcade? Other than this one time that you went.
Probably Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's will probably have Buck Hunter, though, whereas this place doesn't, and I take that personally.
They probably have a version of
They
Buck
don't.
Hunter.
They do not.
No, Dave and Buster's.
Oh, yeah, they probably have Buck Hunter.
Hope they don't.
Look, I've looked at how much it costs to buy one of those things. It's only $7,000. I just don't have the room to put it.
You're bitching about going to Vegas, and
Can I finish?
no,
I don't
never
have
finish.
I don't have the room to put it,
get rid of the cat box.
nor the finances to buy it. And I think it doesn't come with the TV. I think you have to buy the TV separately. Which seems like a scam.
Oh Jesus!
On Facebook Marketplace, there might be one on there.
I've looked.
Or you just go shoot real deer.
I could. I find it more effective to kick them.
It only works
How's the weather
twice.
today, Phil?
It's not bad.
That'll only work twice though.
Reinforced now.
You want to break it again?
I don't know if I will. I'll break the foot before I break the leg.
Break the head off of all the fucking screws and have to get them done again.
Broken screw is not a fun feeling.
So, show topic: odd bars.
Woohoo.
Odd bars.
It's a fantastic segue. We're getting better at this.
Yeah, we gotta stop the fucking
No.
odd bars.
It's sexy voiceover guy. You want to declare what the odd bar, like what we're doing here?
Odd bars. So we did a little research. We located some odd bars from around the world that you may not know. These are some of the oddest ones I could find. Please, if there's anyone we didn't mention, please leave a comment on the video and let us know what the oddest bars you know.
So Main Street. No.
So the downside to this list that because we looked at all 10 of them.
Yep.
Half of them were closed?
I had one that was closed.
I had 2 that are definitely closed. So maybe it's only 4.
I have one that's technically closed, but not exactly.
3.5.
We'll call it 30% of the bars are closed.
It's and some of them are cool. So I think I'm the first one, right?
Yeah, we might as well start with you because you got 4.
Yeah, but we only have one slide for mine.
Oh,
But you're
perfect.
still talking about the rest.
Yeah, 100%. I'll still
Yeah,
talk about it. So the first one I looked into was the Container Bar in Austin, Texas. East Austin. Nope, that's Eatery. Sorry. In Austin, Texas. And it was on Rainy Street. They use shipping containers to make, it's kind of like an outdoor bar where it looks like it's walled off with the containers. But once you walk through, you have a ceiling, but it's open air.
Yeah.
And the idea of it looked pretty cool. Especially if you like the idea of building a house out of shipping containers and how you can do that. They had live music. They had a bunch of beers on tap. They had a bunch of cans. Like they had a selection, and they were open for, I think it was 10 years. And then they sold the land to be a condo development.
That sucks.
Yeah, so it was set to open in 2024, and if you go on the company's website, they give you updates, which is cool, about where they are in the construction, and they're not open yet. Not as far as I could tell. They haven't really said it, but like they're getting close to being done if they aren't, or they're just doing the finishing touches. Last thing I saw said they were finally putting up mirrors.
So they're not closed; they're just not open yet.
The container bar is gone.
Oh, okay.
They tore it down and built a condo.
Gotcha.
The owner said that he was going to have a bar in the basement. So I was like, oh, cool. It's the same owner on the same property. Let me see what that bar does now. And I couldn't get anything about it because I don't think it exists yet. But yeah, it was open air, live music in Austin, Texas. And it seemed like a fun thing, a nice thing. It was appealing to me because, again, I like the whole taking containers and turning them into a house. But they're gone.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Good concept.
Well, dude, there's something kind of like that in Vegas. I forgot what it's called though. It's like a giant container theme park kind of thing. I actually found it. You could probably find it again, but it was cool.
Nice.
It had like bars and shops, but it was all built out of like 50 or 60 different containers.
Yeah.
Were you going right down the list?
You just could go through your list, and I'll just
Yeah, it will
my last
take.
three.
You guys just go rotate.
Oh, we can do that too.
I'm up next.
You got.
I get the booby trap. So I was the first one to really go through the list real quick, and I
Take all the good ones.
think I took all the goodish ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
This is probably the weirdest one.
I don't know. Like the clinic is pretty weird too.
I would more
Okay.
This
Anyway,
one's in Brooklyn. I'm not going.
no, we're going.
No.
This is a fucking road trip.
Only if we stop at White Castle.
Sure. All right. Anyway, Booby Trap is a vibrant, unconventional dive bar located at 303 Bleecker Street in Bushwick, Brooklyn. It's known for its electrical decor, playful atmosphere, and unique offerings. The electric decor, the bar features a chandelier made of Barbie dolls. Walls adorned with adorned, thank you, memorabilia, and a neon sign that boldly states "fuck off."
We need that sign.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Patrons can enjoy board games like Jenga, Hungry Hippos, embedded in the tables, as well as adult-themed coloring books for a nostalgic yet cheeky experience. In a past promotion, the bar offered free bottle of alcohol to patrons willing to cut off their man buns, adding a humorous twist to the marketing. I can get behind that one.
I'm here for that
100%.
I'll bring the fucking knife.
Let's fucking go.
I got a buddy I'll drag there just to cut his man bun off.
The Booby Bar, Booby Trap serves inventive drinks such as the Nutcracker and a vegan take on the White Russian. It offers comfort food that includes healthy options like mac and cheese, jalapeno cornbread, and pulled pork, perfect for pairing with their drink offerings. They have mannequin beer taps. So the beer taps made a little.
This is something right out of Sid's bedroom from Toy Story. And I am all set. I listen. You had me at the name. You lost me at the building.
Hang on. Unconventional restroom features.
I'm so concerned.
I'm so excited.
The restroom is adorned with multiple toilet paper roll linings, in the walls and a sign on the door that says, "Yes, this is the bathroom, idiot."
We need that.
Yeah, we do.
Vomit hair ties.
Don't need that.
A jar of hair ties is placed on top of the toilet tank, intended for patrons to tie their hair if they feel nauseous. A gesture that is both considerate and humorous. The man bun special, as we just talked about, that offers a free bottle of liquor for anyone who cuts off their man bun.
Free bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah, bottle.
They're
bottle.
still open.
yeah, they're still open.
We are growing man buns.
If I just keep it going, I'm almost there.
I'll make this work. Free booze. I'll grow a man bun for free booze. I'll grow a man bun to cut it off for free booze.
Some cocktails are served in upside down lawn flamingos, affectionately termed bird bongs.
All right.
They are open from 12 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Oh, look,
Daily.
Lisa found us.
That is the booby bar.
Lisa,
The
you
booby
would like
trap.
that
Booby
sign?
trap, thank you.
You would like that sign? We would like light up shoes and red bouncer shirts.
I'm definitely here for the red bouncer shirts.
And man bun specials.
No.
You don't custom man bun?
I do. I got the perfect knife for it.
The one you're going to cut me with?
I cut you with a small one. I don't. It's like this big.
Yeah, we're going to the booby trap.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Where are we at?
Magic Lounge.
Magic
That's me.
Lounge.
All right. So this one is the Chicago Magic Lounge in Chicago, Illinois. It's a magic theater and lounge specializing in close-up, sleight of hand, and parlor magic. The original concept started in the 1900s, early 1900s, in a small place called Shulian's in Chicago. The owner's son would actually perform close-up magic for patrons while they waited for their food. This sparked the idea of tableside restaurant magic, which became the foundation of the Chicago-style magic. Many new places opened with the same sort of idea. However, as magic began to migrate to Las Vegas in the 80s and 90s, many of these locations closed. Shulian's was the last holdout, closing its doors in 1999, marking the end of the Chicago Magic Bars. The Magic Lounge was a concept that was actually conceived in 2014 to revive and preserve the idea of Chicago magic. And Phil's favorite thing is it's actually based as a speakeasy.
I hate it.
You have to enter. I'm not good enough to get the address. That's my bad. They bought a laundromat that was going out of business, and they converted it, and you actually have to go through one of the washer dryer units to step into the speakeasy.
That's amazing.
Which is cool. I like the idea of hidden doors. I do, but it's not a speakeasy. It's just a pain to get to. Because a speakeasy, you don't just publicly throw out the address of them.
I get it.
The whole point was to be secret.
Get over it.
No.
It's a fucking retro style thingy. It's a cool idea, and they they have 3 different performance areas, and they still do magic shows to this day. If you can actually go to their website and you can book when you want to go, they have family oriented ones, they have adult oriented ones, different performances. Different magicians have performed there over the years. So it's actually a really cool place. Their whole website they have their own website, and then they actually have like the companion website. It's called Enter Through the Laundry, and it goes in all about the speakeasy side of it, which is kind of cool.
Boo. We don't have a graphic for the next one, Austin, so you can take a break. My second one was the Croft Institute in Melbourne, Australia. It's the second pain to get to. He goes, Phil can't get down the stairs. I'm taking her shoes off this weekend. You know when Lisa gets drunk, she likes to jump up and then like strangle you. I just started taking her.
No,
shoes
because
off.
she likes me. She doesn't like you.
Well, I'm her favorite. So she jumps.
Lies. That's
she
total
tries
lies.
She tries to strangle me, and my 2 options are fall backwards down the stairs because I'm not going face first, or take her shoe off, and now she has to walk around the bar with no shoe on, and she's not going to like that. So I take her shoes off now.
Give them a pie so she can't reach.
I could.
Please do.
I could.
Yeah.
But yes, the second one I had was the Croft Institute in Melbourne, Australia, and it was 3 floors, kind of sciencey themed. So their first floor was a science lab. You walk in, and there were beakers and Bunsen burners and other science things to look at. Your drinks would come with, the Halloween costume with it's like a doctor where you get like shot syringe.
Yeah.
That's how their drinks would come in a glass like a Corona Rita, but with a syringe. The second floor they called the experiment because every month it would change what it looked like. And then the top floor, you could sit on bleachers of a gymnasium. Don't know what that means. I assume it was just bleachers and nothing else.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it.
My ass hurts just thinking about
it.
But it was one of the few places in Melbourne that people I think like to go to, according to what this says. But they closed a few years ago, 2022, I think it was. Never to open again. Oh no!
What a shame.
Yeah.
Where we at?
That's yeah.
That's all there is. It's closed. What else do you want?
Fair.
We're on the Whiskers.
Satan Whiskers. Satan Whiskers. Oh, located in Bethnal Green, London, UK. Satan's Whiskers is a no-nonsense cocktail bar that's earned a cult following among industry pros and cocktail enthusiasts alike. It's not flashy, but it's consistently excellent. It's dimly lit, filled with vintage taxidermy and hip-hop beats. The drink menu changes daily, but expect balanced classics and modern twists like the East 8 Hold Up, vodka, apparel, passion fruit, and lime. It's ranked number 29 on the world's 50 best bars 2024. The best bar in the UK at a class bar awards in 2024. Open 5 p.m. till late. Whatever late is, I don't know. So it's taxidermy with a twist. The bar is adorned with quirky taxidermy, including raccoons holding cocktail shakers and a monkey smoking a cigarette, adding a unique flair to its interior. The menu changes daily. Satan Whiskers offers a cocktail menu, ensuring a fresh experience for patrons each visit, and it has an 80s and 90s hip hop playlist, providing the background noise while you are there. So nothing too weird, minus the taxidermy stuff.
Don't forget about the life-size unicorn skeleton.
Oh, I missed that one. Lifetime
Life
unicorn.
size.
Life-size unicorn skeleton.
Wow.
Interesting.
What? I have so many more questions. They just take the horn of a narwhal and put it on a horse? Like what?
Unicorns are real.
How long?
Oh, God.
Mitch, you want to?
Yeah, next.
I shut him up.
Jesus.
He's not here.
Dealer's choice, whichever one you want to pick. All right, we're going to the Hobbit house now. Funny story. I picked this one purely because of the Lord of the Rings references. For all 9 of you watching, minus my wife, who obviously knows, my daughter is a dwarf, and so dumb luck on picking this one and then reading about it and going, oh shit. So in 1973, Jim Turner, a former Peace Corps volunteer, opened the Hobbit House as a social enterprise to assist in the employment of little people. Turns out that the Philippines, even with legislation in current days, it's a very vain working environment. A lot of jobs require you to submit pictures of yourself, and they have height requirements based on your gender. Females have to be a minimum of 5'3".
Sorry, Lisa.
And and men have to be a minimum of 5'7". Sorry, Austin.
Bow bow.
But so obviously this led to a lot of discrimination for the little people of the Philippines. So he opened this as a way to help them out. The bar is staffed almost entirely by little people, except the kitchen staff, which are normal sized height. The original location was in Manila in the Philippines. It was open from 1973 until October 2018 when it closed. But they opened a second location in Boracay in the Philippines, which is still open to this day, and they changed the name from the Hobbit House to the Hobbit Tavern. and they still continue the same mission, employing as many little people as they can take on. Woo.
You right over there? You crying?
I'm just chuckling a little bit. It's fine. I'm waiting for Lisa to get mad. She's already mad, but
Don't worry, I wasn't even the one that Ashley was the one that pointed out to me that, oh, it's funny that you picked the one that involves little people.
Yeah. You'll be back. They always come back.
She can't take it.
Again, my next one, I have no more pictures, right? So just stare at Mitch's calves or something while I talk about this one. So if you ever in downtown Sacramento, you can go to the splashiest dive bar you've ever been to. It is called the Dive Bar. It has a 40-foot saltwater tank above the bar where they have people dressed as mermaids doing shows. That is their thing. That is their gimmick. It is standing room only. They make all of their drinks nautical themed. But again, they have this 40-foot tank where they have a 40-foot tank.
Fuck off.
Now
Where,
we're on Feet Finder.
Yeah. where people dressed as mermaids do this whole show, and it's like a big thing, and pay a cover at the door, and yeah. But like they have drinks such as the espresso martini, Sailor's Delight, Spicy Siren, the Tipsy Mermaid, Rudder Red Bull. Anyone want to take a guess what's in it?
Red Bull.
You'd be wrong. It's a margarita. That's what I said when I read the name, and then I read what it was, and it was not. But their whole thing is, it's weird. I like dive bars, not this. The whole concept seems weird of just having people above the bar dressed as mermaids doing a little show. It just seems creepy to me.
Ashley wants her McQueen shoes on.
I don't want to get up and get them.
They're right there.
But
They're literally right there.
oh, but they have it's world famous shows, I guess. And my cat is back. You can't tell me what to do anymore. It just seems weird. It's different, you know. I don't know what's going on in California. Still waiting for them to break off from the continental United States. But, you know, for the time being, if you want to go watch mermaids swim while you drink,
It's not your thing.
have it. It's not my thing.
The
It
mermaids.
just seems weird because
Drinking's this thing. Yeah.
drinking,
Yeah.
definitely my thing. But you put a 40-foot saltwater tank above the bar, and I'm just going to think about what happens when that eventually breaks.
Is it above the bar or is it like the big wall?
It is above the bar. See if I can get. I tried to send you a photo, but I couldn't select it.
So it's the ceiling.
No. So if you look, I know you can't see it, but whatever, look it up. This is the bar,
Yeah.
and they are literally above the bar.
So
You
it's part of
stand-
the wall. When you say above the bar, I'm thinking
Is the bar in the middle of the room?
No.
Oh.
So if I'm the bartender standing
Yeah.
behind the bar, the ceiling comes up like this and then goes straight up.
And that's
And
the tank.
directly above me is tank.
Gotcha.
I'm all set.
gotcha.
You scared my cat.
Sure it wasn't your feet.
Yes.
Probably with your feet.
She sleeps between my feet all the time.
No, she doesn't. She sleeps with Emily.
Sometimes, but when Emily's not here, she has the whole half of the bed to herself. Leave my cat alone.
So the clinic. You know, if you're mermaids,
Should have had this one.
do you want it?
No, it's fine. I didn't do the research.
And he's out. So the clinic has a couple of different locations. They're located in Dallas City, Illinois, Santiago, Chile, and Singapore. The one in Singapore is the one I find the most interesting. Defunct bar that is famous for its hospital-themed decor, including wheelchairs and hospital beds as seating, and drinks served in IV bags. And they would be hung up behind you in an IV bag, and you would drink out of it.
Which I'm here for.
I'm here for it too. Known for its cocktails and beers, it's a popular spot for evening gatherings. Fortunately, the one in Singapore has closed. Santiago, Chile, sorry, has closed. Local favorites offer a cozy setting with a menu featured. That's for one of the other ones. I like the Singapore. Previously located in Clark Quay, this bar is known for the hospital themes. Is wheelchairs you would sit as you're seating. Your table would be a hospital bed, which is kind of cool. I'm here for that. The interior is adorned with the fuck is that word? Yeah, I need your help.
Satirical.
Thank you. Satirical art and political caricatures, providing patrons with a visually engaging experience that reflects also their political history, and their menu is also served as a newspaper.
Interesting.
Which is weird, but very cool. So I wish we had bars like that around here. Just like the interior dynamic of it seems pretty cool.
The scheme, the theme.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. The scheme, the theme.
Because if you go to get like a real IV bag, it has those plastic clips on there, and I'm sure they do this for the drinks, where you can allow, close, or open
How much you're getting in it?
how much is coming in at a time.
It's like an IV drip. I wonder if they have call buttons for like the waitress, like for the hospital nurses.
Oh, you need another drink?
Yeah,
They probably take just as long.
probably.
My experience sitting in a hospital, you hit that call button, you better not be dying.
More morphine.
It was me when I broke my leg. The guy, when they moved me out of the step down room after surgery, so I had a room to myself, which was nice. They put me in another room, and every night the guy next to me would wake up and would like call for a nurse in the most monotone voice, or he'd be like, "Ow, ow, ow," in a way that it does not sound like he's actually hurt. And then he'd get up and walk and ask me questions like, "Where's my son?" It's like, I don't. Is he staying here? Like, I don't know, dude. It's midnight in a hospital in New Bedford. They're like, "Well, can you go get him?" No, I can't walk. What do you want from me? And it was sad. Old Vietnam vet, diabetes got him.
Damn.
The bitters.
Look at his legs.
Well, we're over an hour. We got to move.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Last one from me is the Ice Bar, located in Stockholm, Sweden. The first ice bar actually opened in Sweden in 1994 as part of an Absolute Vodka marketing campaign. The bar is carved completely out of ice blocks taken from the nearby rivers. The temperature is maintained around -4 degrees, preventing the blocks from melting. The counter, chairs, and glasses are all carved from the ice. Every year, the bar is reconstructed, obviously, because it melts. And new sculptures are made every year. New artists are brought in every year to make new sculptures and change it up.
Is this the place that gives you jackets?
Will you shut up?
No.
The bar does, in fact, provide special jackets to ensure that guests are able to enjoy their time comfortably. And the whole idea behind this clearly inspires other establishments such as -5, located in Vegas, one located inside Mandalay Bay, another one inside the Venetian, and one at the Link Promenade.
I got a question.
What's up?
So you see the glasses on the page.
Yep.
That's what they look like. Do you think they carve each one? Do you think they wash them? How do they wash them?
I think they're probably just molded like an ice cube.
Oh, yeah, I'd assume they're just molded.
So they just make a bunch of them. They have to make new ones every day. You see the whole rack right there? next to
Probably.
her?
Yeah, they're probably making them.
Your drinks will never be warm, though.
Daily. That's true.
Barbacks got an
You
easy
said it
job.
was -4 degrees.
-4 degrees.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
I would assume Fahrenheit, but I don't know.
This is
I'm there for
It's
it.
in Sweden, so it might be Celsius.
that's
That's
why
warm.
I asked.
Go.
I'm hip.
You're right. I spoke in freedom units, but I'm not actually sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I only speak in Wins World Wars. Give me a second.
Sweden was an ally.
Yeah, but we're the reason that everybody fucking won.
Yeah, but Sweden can hold their own.
Lisa, make ice cube molds for the bar.
What'd she say?
She said ice cube molds.
Yes. Just a middle finger for everybody.
It's
Bless you.
so it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, so it's Celsius. They give you the
Still pretty warm.
cold.
No, it's warm. It's good.
All
Yeah,
right.
Diggs would still be in shorts.
Fucking right, I would. Let's fucking go.
Right,
It'd
those
be
were-
100 degrees outside. I'm still going to be in jeans. Like, I get it.
That's gonna wrap it up for episode 5.
No, I got one more
Phil's-
bar.
What?
Phil did 4 because he
You
wanted
did
to,
4?
Four
Well,
because there were 10. Whatever, they'll be fine.
he wanted to overachieve but not provide any pictures.
Uh,
God.
so there's this place in London called Cahoots. It's an underground bar in Soho, and these guys in 1946 stumbled upon an abandoned air raid shelter and turned it into a bar. So because it's underground where the tracks were, it's set up like a train car in one spot, and they connect the north and southbound passage with a thing. It's all World War II history themed. They have a few locations now. They just opened a newest one. It's post office, which I thought you would have enjoyed. It's a brand new 1940s post office themed cocktail bar. And the inside actually kind of looks like a place I wouldn't hate going. Have you guys been inside the Yellow Deli?
No.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like the inside of the Yellow Deli with more mail.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What
But
was I
it,
gonna say?
If I order a drink, it'll take 10 years to get to me.
well, is this the British Postal Service or the U.S. Postal Service? British, you'll probably get it. U.S., it'll get lost in the mail, and
Go
you'll
back to Providence.
and you'll get fined for it. But yeah, no, it's cool. I guess we don't have to cover this that much. I don't really care about what the English are doing.
You cared enough to stop digging so you could talk about it. So
100%. Well, because I also wanted to talk about, since we're here, Pins.
Pins is closed.
Yeah.
Pins is
saw
closed.
that.
Pins
Saw
pulled the
that.
Charlie horse.
Yeah, they
Fucking-
closed. They
You don't know about that, right?
Oh, I heard about it.
The Charlie horse or
Yeah.
Pins?
I heard about
Charlie
I
horse
heard
done?
Charlie's from you.
So the Charlie horse originally down the street in 106 on West Bridgewater. Just the employees came to work one day to a note on the door that basically said, "Get a new job. We're closed."
what, the one in Kingston?
The one in Kingston is still open.
Okay.
But the one that was in West Bridgewater, which is now a Barrett's Ale House, they literally showed up to work to find out they didn't have a job anymore. And Pins
Did
did
the same thing with Pins.
Pins did the same thing. People
Yep.
showed up to, we are closed. No notice, no nothing.
Yeah, I read all the comments and shit. People were like, I just bought gift cards there. One person was like, I just scheduled a birthday party and put a deposit down. At
You're not
Pins.
getting that. You're not
I
getting
mean,
that.
you
yeah.
can, as far as the gift cards go, they do have two other locations,
Yeah.
Right.
Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Milford, Mass. So you can still use them. You just have to travel for it now.
Right.
And I think the Milford one is a standalone location because you can see it from the highway. But yeah, just up and closed. No notice, no nothing.
Gone.
And I remember when the Charlie horse closed, Barrett's down the street, the one in Bridgewater, was like, "Oh, if you lost your job because of that, come and apply. Like, you'll get preference. We'll hire you. We understand this is a sucky time." And then I found out that the Barrett's family owned the Charlie horse.
I thought so.
Yeah, so the Barrett's family, I guess, is split. They have the side that owns the Charlie horse, and I think the Abington Ale House, and then they have the other ones that own the Barretts.
Yeah.
Which is why if you go to Abington for the Barrett's Haunted Mansion, it's right next to the Abington Ale House.
Yep.
Owned by the Barrett's family. I did not know that at first when they closed, and I was like, "Oh, good on Barrett's for hiring the people who lost their job in a really shitty way," just to find out it's in family fighting
Same
that
owners.
caused. Yeah.
Thanks, assholes.
Yeah, but then I mean they maintained ownership of it because they opened a Barrett's Ale House in it. I'm curious to know why Pins went away out of the blue like that. I mean, it's not like everybody quit if people showed up for work.
I mean, I know
I mean, look at the mall itself.
did-
I
they
mean, that
did-
mall,
the mall is
the-
falling apart.
The mall is done.
they
Yeah.
issued a statement. They did say it was the landlord was jacking up rent and so yeah, but that doesn't
You
excuse.
still give notice.
Yeah, it doesn't excuse not giving your employees any fucking notice.
Right.
Can they be sued for that?
Technically, no, but
Because you're an employee at will.
correct. Still a dick move.
Oh, it's still super. I mean, Cage Titans was doing a small other little promotion on their side for Muay Thai, and they had just booked an event at Pins for August. So when I saw that, I just texted Mike and I was like, "Did
Oh
you
yeah,
see this?"
Study hall did it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Study all closed.
Oh yeah.
Was that the one that charged you money for the kitchen
No, that was the one. Well, I can't say that
It's a
on
food-
here because I have no proof. But
food court?
yeah, food court. The really really big place.
Really, really big place.
Yeah, Charlie worked there for a little bit.
Oh.
It was the place that looked like a
like
Fucking study hall.
Was that at the mall?
yeah, the old Waxies, the corner of the food court,
The other side from the
movie theater.
movie theater.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that one. I know that one. I don't go to the Kingston Mall. You kidding me?
Well, and that's why Penn's closed. No one goes.
Why
to
would
the
I
fucking
want to walk around Macy's for 20 minutes? And
Macy's is gone.
They were the only thing that was worth going for. They had Target.
Newberry Comics.
Is there Newberry Comics?
Yeah, it still is.
Yep.
For now, Spencer's.
I would prefer the one in Braintree. It was too
Spencer's is
close.
gone. Hot Topic is gone. Macy's, Sears, like all that whole mall's done.
I mean, Sears is.
It
It's been gone, but still.
it was becoming an entertainment mall. I even worked there during college at the K1, the go-kart track.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that was there. Yeah.
Yep. So many little kids ran over my feet. It was ridiculous.
Now Austin hates all kids.
He hated them before.
'Cause he's the size of one.
They pick on me.
It's like he's like the Grinch. Why do you have a beard?
Wanna wrap this up.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I
wrap it
guess
up.
we
We're,
could wrap
we're
it
an
up.
hour and 10 into this episode.
Oh no! How dare we give our audience something
Or different.
And we were on time. What the fuck?
Yeah,
We were on time. We were lasted longer.
my cat came to snuggle. Like,
It's a lifetime opportunity for us.
Right. On that note, episode 5, Odd Bars with some other stuff mixed in. Diggs, Mitch, Phil, Austin. We'll be back here in 2 weeks. Cage Titan 71, May 24th. Hope everyone has a safe and happy Memorial Day weekend.
Glow party at Main Street on Saturday the 17th. 2
Mhm.
days.
in two weeks, we'll be updating on the glow party.
Yeah.
Yep. We need pictures.
I don't know if I want.
Mitch's shoes.
I'm sure.
Oh, I will definitely take a picture of Mitch's shoes, only because I want our wonderfully short boss to buy us some.
I think she should be a guest on that show.
That's up to her.
We'll need a booster seat for her, but
I think we got one somewhere.
we have some phone books.
Well, we'll take a high chair from the bar.
On that note, we are out. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody.
Stay safe, guys.